going to complete my 4th of July meal with this lentil hijiki salad with sprouts, and I'll make a dressing. So this is the lentils and hijiki. The hijiki is hydrated. This has been in the fridge for a couple days. So I wanted to initially make, there's some of the hijiki lentils. I initially wanted to make a lentil loaf because I'm vegan and I thought it would be really good. But I didn't have, I just didn't have the energy to make it. So my body's really been eating raw foods lately. And so I decided to create this lentil salad that would be very healthy and make me feel better than a regular, like roasted loaf, lentil loaf. So, yeah. I'm going to start off by adding the sunflower seeds, which I have right behind me here. These are sunflower seeds, and these go in. I'll just like about that much, handful, sprinkle them in, and I'll get some other healthy fats from the olive oil. So what else I'm going to add is the sprouts, but I'm going to add these at the end after I dress it because I don't want dressing all over the sprouts and not all over the lentils. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make the dressing, and I'll start off with some water. Some water in the bowl. Clean up the bowl first. Okay, let me rinse the bowl first. Just putting the water in my garden. Put on my lavender. Okay, so a bit of water. There. And some extra virgin olive oil, of course. This is cold pressed. Just drizzle it in there. I don't want too much. It'll really add flavor. Next comes the miso. Let me get a spoon. Okay, let me clean that off. So then I'm going to add organic miso paste. Looks like that. This is red miso. I really like it. It's part of a macrobiotic diet. It's really popular in Japan. Okay, so mix that up a bit. Just take about that much. It's a good amount. And gonna mix that around here. Whenever I eat miso, I feel great. I feel wonderful. I just feel like really vibrant and, like nothing could really get me down. When I first started using miso, I didn't put it in when it was raw all the way, but as I started learning more about macrobiotics and veganism, vegetarianism, I learned that the miso actually goes into the soup. It's considered like, maybe it's like a raw food. It's a fermented food, so it has lots of probiotics, and it has lots of enzymes. So when we put miso in our foods, it shouldn't be heated so that the enzymes are still powerful and so that the enzymes can turn our body into healthy bodies versus consuming unraw miso, which we wouldn't receive the health benefit as we would consuming an unheated miso at a high temperature. Okay, so once the miso has been blended in, after you get the lumps out, this is what it looks like. My potato salad, I made it in my last video. It's really good, just to tell you. Okay, so once your dressing is pretty much applied, you'll catch some clumps at the bottom. So to my right is my garden. I have lavender, stevia, rosemary, epazote, blueberries, black beans, lima beans. I try to do practice organic farming methods. I ended up using a natural soil amendment. I've been saving my organic green tea bags, so I'm going to add that to my soil as soil food. I'll cut up the bags and take the leaves out and feed my soil with natural, organic, vegan nutrients, so I'll have very nourished and beautiful plants that I can harvest. Okay, so once it's pretty much unclumped, we're going to take our lentils, hijikis, and raw sunflower seeds, and we're going to dress them like so. Add everything. What I'm going to do so you can see this is I'll transfer everything into this clear bowl here. Alright. I love hijiki. It makes me feel really good, along with miso. So if you're ever in a down mood, I totally recommend having a dish with like miso in it. Just make sure that the miso isn't heated to a high temperature, and you'll probably feel really good like me when I eat unheated miso. Okay, so once everything's stirred in there, here comes the fun part, the Brussels sprouts. Okay, let me move my screen down here. Okay, so we're just gonna take the Brussels sprouts like this and add them in. I guess it would be better to add them to an individual serving. So this is a pretty kind of medium-sized bowl. So if you have sprouts left over or just hanging around in the refrigerator, this is a really good recipe just to, you know, eat those sprouts before they go bad, because sprouts tend to go bad kind of quickly. You need to eat them when closer to a date that you bought them on. And then what I'm going to do is just stir everything in there. This is part raw dish. I made my recipes up. I didn't get them from a cookbook or anything. I made these recipes up with my heart. Okay, so once you get everything mixed in, I'll get my other fork. Maybe it'll make it easier. If you're gluten-free, this is a good alternative to pasta and meatballs, because it's like stringy like pasta, and the lentils, they contain protein and iron, so it replaces the meat, which is kind of fun. Yeah, originally I was going to make a lentil loaf, but I ended up not making one, and I saw a really good recipe online for like vegan or vegetarian meatballs, which I was going to make vegan, but I haven't made them yet. So yeah, once you get everything mixed together, it's a little bit difficult to mix together. what I'm going to do in my next video on is the conclusion to the chia seed pudding, which I'm making for dessert. Today's 4th of July, by the way, so this is a 4th of July meal. Even if you're not vegetarian or vegan like me, you can still enjoy this type of food. But I just stick to these types of foods because I have food allergies. I guess I get the genes for food allergies. You know, people get traits that are, you know, carried down from their ancestors. So, food allergies run in the family. Okay, so once that's pretty much well mixed, you'll have a wonderful, wonderful lentil hijiki salad, roasted. Oh no, this isn't roasted, excuse me. You'll have a wonderful lentil hijiki, raw sprouted sunflower seeds with raw sprouted sprouts. You can get sprouts at your local grocery store. And hijiki you can get like at a natural or healthy food store, or they'll have it at an Asian supermarket if you can't find them at a health food store. And sprouts you can find in the refrigerated section. And lentils you can find in packaged or bulk. And sunflower seeds, you know, natural health food store. Let me take a bite out of this to see if it needs anything. So I think that's pretty well incorporated. There's still some on the bottom here. Let me just take a bite. It tastes kind of, reminds me of something like greeny. I know what I forgot. The raw fermented sauerkraut I got from Trader Joe's. So this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna add a little bit in here, mix it around a little bit, see how it goes. It tastes like kimchi. It has Asian flavors. This dish is like very Korean and Mediterranean-y. This is enjoyable. I'm gonna add more raw sauerkraut. I think more is the better, but I need the nutrients because I'm, you know, vegan, vegetarian, so. Okay, so for your viewers at home, you can just, you know, mix it around and to get everything nice and incorporated. You'll have a great and wonderful vegan, gluten-free, almost all raw, high protein lentil sprout hijiki salad with raw fermented sauerkraut and miso and olive oil and water. Okay, so I'll put that aside. Let me take one more bite. That's good. Very Asian-y. Okay. So lastly, I'm just going to check up on the chia seeds. Let's see. How's it doing? Let's see. Ooh! It's gelled like tapioca! Alright. Alright. Imaginary high five. But yeah, this dish is really good if you're looking for omega-3s, say like not in a good mood or feeling depressed. Chia seeds is a really good source of omega-3s. In my opinion, it's better than tapioca pudding. I'd be one happy vegan lady if I could eat this every morning. I should start eating this in the mornings for breakfast. It could like replace like oatmeal. This could replace dessert. It can be a brown rice pudding. You can, or a white rice pudding, or a typical rice pudding. It can replace bread pudding. It could replace oatmeal, granola, bread and toast, dairy pudding. It could replace Jell-O because it has the consistency of that. It's really, really good. You can put fruit on top of it too. That would be good. I like the flavors of the chia and the coconut though. It's very unique and distinct and tropical. Reminds me of like, the tropics of Polynesia or like the Caribbean, and where coconuts are popular. That's really good. Missionary high five. I'm still gonna eat this more often. Okay. So what we've made so far is the roasted potato salad and the lentils with Hijiki and raw sunflower seeds here, and dessert chia seed pudding with coconut yogurt that's vegan and gluten-free. And all the dishes I made today are vegan and gluten-free. So I'll be back and I will get a plate so I can assemble things. Have a great day.